All right, this is going to be a short lesson on molarity. Molarity is a standard way to discuss concentration. The units of molarity are moles per liter. So if you have a solution, and this solution is 1 liter in volume, and you put into it 3 moles of HCl, the concentration of this solution would be 3 molar. And molar is abbreviated with a big M. When you're working with molarity and doing calculations with it, the big M isn't really helpful. It's more helpful to do it as moles per liter. This way you can do dimensional analysis with it. Let's do some example problems with some molarity to show you a little bit of how you would do math with molarity. Let's say from this 3 molar solution, I took out 25 milliliters. I put that into a flask. And I want to react that with magnesium. If I write a chemical equation for this reaction,
magnesium solid, HCl. We've seen this before.
I can do stoichiometry with this number. The useful thing from this 25 milliliter number for this chemical equation would be how many moles of HCl is that? I know that it came from a 3 molar solution, and with those two pieces of information, I can calculate how many moles of HCl I'm putting into my flask. And then I can do other work with it. So I start with my given number, which is 25 milliliters. And I need to use the molarity to convert my 25 milliliters into moles. Because it's 3M, 3 molar, I would put 3 moles on the top of my conversion factor and 1 liter on the bottom, because it's always moles per 1 liter. Since I'm working with milliliters, you can choose to do this one of 2 ways. You can first convert this into liters, or you can convert the 1 liter into milliliters. I personally find that an easier thing to do, so I'm going to do that. 1 liter is equal to 1,000 milliliters. And you'll see that my milliliters cancel out, and this math work would be 25 times 3 divided by 1,000, which is 0.075 moles of HCl. From this number, you can answer a lot of questions. Questions like, how many grams of magnesium would be needed to fully react this HCl? Or how much magnesium can be reacted with this amount of HCl? Or how much H2 gas can be produced from this HCl? It's another handy conversion to know. You can also go the opposite direction. So let's say you had a beaker, and into this beaker, you put 0.25 liters of water and 47 grams of magnesium chloride. What's the molarity? What's the concentration? Ultimately, you want your work to lead you to moles per liter. So you're going to have to do something with these two numbers. We have our 0.25 liters, so that unit is fine. Now we need to do something with this grams. We need to convert it into moles. That's the first step. So I'll do that down here. 47 grams of magnesium chloride times 1 mole over the molar mass of magnesium chloride, which is 94 grams. And 47 divided by 94 is 0.5 moles. So now I do the next part, which is figure out the concentration. 0.5 moles divided by 0.25. And you can do this as a proportion. So 0.5 divided by 0.25 is a 2 molar solution. Another way to think about this is in your beaker. If you added portions of this to your beaker until you got 1 liter, so down here this is 0.25 liters, 0.5 moles, and you added another portion, same amount, another portion, same amount, and one more portion, same amount. That would get you a total of 1 liter, and if you added up all the moles, 2 moles. And you can see that's what I got here, 2 moles per 1 liter.